Pickaxe.
All right, welcome back, Pokemon GO players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is August 25th, 2025. I am your host, and coming back again, my co-host, Chris.
Yo, ho. It's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. We're back at it again. It's been a fun weekend. I have a baby. And we're getting back at it.
That's it? That's all you gotta say?
Yeah, just a little footnote in there.
I mean, yeah, I'm glad that you're doing okay. I'm glad that the family's doing okay. Little one is going okay, of course, you know. Remember, I'm going to be basically buying all Pokemon stuff for her from the rest of her life. You know that, right?
Oh, you know about the hundo.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I know, right? No, that one I'll kill you for, but you know what it is.
I had to look up if it was guaranteed or not, just to look easier.
Oh, my God. All right, well, before we definitely get everybody involved in what's going on here, you know, we're here once again to talk about Pokemon GO news, updates, and ranting about the game, because we love the game just as much as everybody else, and so is the little one, sooner or later. Make sure you check us out, of course, at Pickaxe, at New Overlords. Woohoo! Check out all the other podcasts in that network. I'm definitely, of course, still are part of the Pokemon Professor Network. This episode of Purified Podcast is brought to you by our patrons. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community for supporters and patrons for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Patreon-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic, wonderful people. So don't forget to check us out at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. If you want to become our second producer, we will greatly appreciate it because it does help this podcast a lot if we get that point. So, with that being said, I hope that your week off from this podcast has been eventful in some way, shape, or form for you, Chris.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun getting used to the new little one, and it was very funny on Monday when I saw that the kilometers walked for the week was 4.4. I was like, what?
Well, I mean, you gotta spend it at home most of the time, so you're barely gonna be walking anyways. I mean, you're probably just gonna carry the little one around, but still.
Yeah, we just started using the stroller today. Okay. We're actually going to do a walk around the block after this, and I might do an adventure in sense with the wife. Gotta
bring that shiny luck.
Hilarious.
Gotta bring that shiny luck, right? That little one's gonna bring the shiny luck.
My buddy has already been joking, like, oh, she's 3 months old. Yeah, it's time to give her an alt phone. She can play She can play on her own little.
Here's the thing: you're gonna get this little girl, or I'm sorry, this little kid. Before she even gets the chance to catch one Pokemon, she's gonna be like level 50 at that point, you know.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, this is a brand new account, sweetie. Why are my Pokemon so strong? I don't know. That's weird.
That's gonna be hilarious when we ever get to that point. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna. It's like you're not even gonna save for college. You're just gonna save on the Pokemon GO account. That's gonna be like a 10,000, like a 100,000. You know, right there, just from all the Pokemon you're gonna catch for her.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, you know we're giving you goal here, my friend. This is how it's gonna be for the rest of your life. So yeah, but it's been an interesting week both in Pokemon GO and current events, actually, in current news, because we actually have a lot to talk about today. It was crazy. We had the Darkened Skies event happen for the remainder of the last week. Technically, this week is the last week of the season, and last week was the Perlu final biggest event of the season, which is crazy because I mean it's called the Delightful Days, and we had like one of the darkest moments in Pokemon history.
Yeah, you gotta have the darkest moments to really appreciate the brightest moments.
Bro, there's so much going on. What happened to this event and everything? Not just when it comes down to the week, but of course the max finale event weekend. And a lot of people have something to talk about this, and I definitely have my opinions to talk about here, for sure. But before, excuse me. Yeah, I know. I was drinking water anyway. Before we get to that point, how about we check out what we have for this week, since we, might as well at least get something out of it, right? Like what'd you get, Chris?
Oh my gosh. Well, a little teaser. Like I told you about that. I am excited about a few other things I got for the Darkest Days event. I will say I pretty much exclusively used remote passes because I was at home.
Yeah.
So I definitely am in the ballpark of the people that feels like they spent too much money. But we're not going to worry about that.
Nope. Definitely not.
I did get my shiny Palkia from the thing, but I think we started a little bit earlier. Just let me double check that I have everything, because I did want to include the background Pokemon too, because I thought those were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we start over here. When Darkest Days started on the 20th, I did a Dynamax Zapdos. And I got a shiny Zapdos.
Yeah, there you go.
I saw the feet and I was like, what's going on here? And it has the background.
Oh my goodness, come on.
So yeah, super, super cool. Happy with that. I got my guaranteed shiny Palkia, and it is a 15-15-13.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Question is, does it have the move though?
No, it does not have.
It is trash then. Like complete and order trash right there.
Yeah, we can hope for the Elite TM or something in the future, or be able to charge TM it off for an event. But I think that's my best IV'd one, like for PvP.
I mean, you get the Hundo, don't you? I thought you had the Hundo already.
Not for Palkia.
Oh, okay,
Only for Dialga.
Yeah, I got you.
Palkia, I think I wanted more, but I am happy with the Dialga I got. Because I think that one does have the move. I'd have to double check that. I got a Gigantamax Blastoise with the background. So that was fun. Obviously, the next one you know about. The it's kind of hard to pick up.
Yeah, get it closer to the camera, brother.
Yeah. A perfect Eternatus. It's kind of blurry, but
let me tell you a little story about this. I was going through the max battles and everything. Yeah, now people can see it. That's great. And Chris just nonchalant sends me a quick, Chris screenshot.
It's just normal.
And he's like, "Is this a guarantee?" I'm like, "You mother effer. How the freak did you get that?"
Dude, I was Googling it because I was like, other people have their Eternatus. There's no way. And like, I'm staring at it like, nah, we only get one. It's got to be a guaranteed on that. But yeah, that's like the first one that's like a limited Pokemon that I've gotten a hundo of. All the other like limited ones, like mythicals and stuff, I've never gotten a good one.
So, 2 pointers. One, Eternatus is not a mythical.
No.
But it's being categorized as a mythical in Pokemon Go just because of how strong that Pokemon is. If you think about it, maybe in the future we'll get the chance to catch more through just either raids or max battles.
I did hear we're gonna have a chance to get another one.
Well, yeah, that's what they said at the end. It was basically like the whole end game.
When and how.
When and how. Yeah, that's basically it. However, because of that, getting a hundo exclusively from the research of the Gold Pass and whatever, it's basically just gold right there. I mean, you basically have a mythical hundo for the first time in your entire life, just for that reason. So
yeah, we'll take it.
So question though, how many candies and how many extra large candies you have left?
Dude, I need so many. If I do the minus, like to see like the maxed out amount, I need 4,180 of the normal candy, and 8,900 of the
Candy XL. Yeah.
I currently have 601 Eternatus candy and then 1,017 extra large. So hopefully the next time we get some candy, I'm able to max it out. But we'll see.
I mean, yes, Eternatus is gonna come back. That's one of the things. Now, I know you weren't able to do that many Eternatus, Gigantamax Eternatus throughout the weekend.
If it was in person, I would have done them till the end of the day.
Probably just because of the hundo. Because of the hundo,
I would have done them all day. But I just didn't have that luxury.
Correct. Yeah, and most of the time, things like that happen because of family and other considerations. Understandable. It's normal. I mean, this is how it portrays, and we can definitely talk about this when I get to this point of the topic. First and foremost, anything else before we get into Yes. Okay, so you got some more things.
So after I got the Eternatus, I paid for the deluxe because I wanted to get all the candy I could.
Mm-hmm. Did you get farther into it? Like, I mean, I know you reached 60, but did you reach like 100 and all that?
I gotta check how far I went. I'll let you know at the end.
You can still check actually. So.
Oh yeah. I'll check after this.
Mm-hmm.
I got a few Dynamax shinies from the research, so I thought it was kind of funny at the people complaining on Twitter about it's not boosted. 1 in 150 is not boosted, and I'm like, I almost guarantee a lot of these people did not pay for the deluxe.
Yeah.
But whatever. I got a shiny Dynamax Shuckle. So I was laughing at that one.
That's a good one, and that's your favorite, so
I love Shuckle. And I got another shiny Dynamax Beldum.
Ah, there you go.
So I'm good to lucky trade that with somebody if they got one. I finally was able to get a Dynamax Latios, which was very hard even with Eternatus on the squad.
Mm-hmm.
And it has the Darkest Days background.
Okay.
I got a shiny Gigantamax Charizard. Which I was very happy about.
Well, you did miss those first rotation, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I did 3 of them this time, and the second one was the shiny.
Oh,
I got a Darkest Days Charmander because I was doing a few more Dynamax raids after the other 2 were shiny.
Mm-hmm.
But no shinies for me. My buddy got a Bulbasaur, and then I did another Gigantamax Charizard, and I got just a normal one, but with the background. So I have a few backgrounds I'd like to trade other people with, especially if you go.
I got a few.
What's it? Oh! I did a ton of Zacian, no shinies, but plenty of trade fodder, so I'm very excited about that. But yeah, let me check really quick where I ended up at, just because you asked. 180.
So you completed the first part after buying the pass and everything, which is great. I mean, the rest it was just experiencing candy, which, to be told, one candy for the whole thing was diabolical, anyways. But for each level,
I wish I could have done those quests because I did see the unlock.
They were rare.
Move for the candy. They're rare.
They were rare. Yeah, I think I got maybe 4 in the entire weekend. And that's with me checking every single one in the specific area of grinding.
Yeah, because I saw like the transfer 8.
Yeah, it was transfer 8 and then like power up 8 and things like that. So, which unfortunately those were just simple common Pokemons. It would have been cooler if there was like an evolution or something.
Yeah, and I know you got some good stuff because I know one of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm still jealous about your Eternatus because I mean everybody would be. But yeah, let's check the Chinese first. So I did get a few shinies from Zacian, 2 shiny Zacians, 1 regular Beldum, not a Dynamax one. I clicked on the first failings in the event, and I got the shiny of that. So that's pretty cool.
In the wild?
Yeah, in the wild. It wasn't from the raid.
I'm still waiting on him.
Yeah. Not from the raids, because even though you get the choo-choo rain, you couldn't get. I didn't do any of those because I already had them anyways. Which I could trade you the choo-choo one eventually.
I might have something you want.
Yeah, definitely. I did get 2 Dialgas and 1 Palkia from the compensation. All 3 are trash. However, 2 of them, both 1 Palkia and 1 Dialga, have the special moves. So I did get 2 shinies with moves, which is great. I mean, it would have been amazing if it was a little bit higher or even a Shando at that point, but buyers, keepers, whatever the case may be. I did get 2 Samacentas. I got a shiny Dynamax Chansey from the
cool.
from the Go Pass, and then a regular Chansey in the wild. Funny enough, I actually forgot my Gold Plus on day 1.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I was like,
without Go Plus
on an event. That's actually rare. That's rarer than anything that has happened in the entire world. No, yeah. But so my shiny haul wasn't like the greatest, but that's because that we also focus a lot on just Eternatus and the max battles and everything. Let me check backgrounds real quick because I know I probably did get a few. And I mean, you'd be surprised actually. You'd be a lot surprised actually. I only got like maybe 12 background Pokemons. None of them are shinies, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Zacian and Zamazenta couldn't have it, right?
No,
okay, because I was like, I did so many Zacian. I was like, if I didn't get one and they could have a background, I would have been very surprised.
Yeah, I would have cried too. I did cry later on the day though. Anyways, but yeah, we have a bunch of backgrounds. I got the Toxtricity backgrounds, Butterfree, Machamps, Gengars, Blastoise, an Entei, a Charizard, not a shiny one, unfortunately. And then 2 Rookies, surprisingly. I just did 2 Rookies just to see if I could get the shiny of that, but it is what it is. But really, not much on the background category. I did, of course, have my Eternatus, and because we're going to be using this little bastard for a bit of a while, I did level up to level 40. So I did get enough candies for the level 40 grind.
I think that's well worth it.
Level 50, I'm only at 2,386 extra large candies for it. So, and here's was my thought process at some point in the day. It's like, the whole grind on Eternatus was such a boring thing. Like, there wasn't really much aside from just doing it and getting the candies. Because of the boost in both Zacian and Zamazenta getting like that extra boost in battles to their moves, and then once you got Eternatus and powered up, you basically already have a counter against Eternatus every time you die at max anyways. So really, unfortunately, there wasn't, like, after the first day, and to be told, I didn't play the entirety of the event. I only played, on the first day I played maybe around 4 o'clock, and then I left, and then on day 2, literally just the morning, I went to lunch at 1 and then I just went home because I couldn't picture myself doing any more than what we're looking. Our ambassador was actually pretty great on organizing everything. And they definitely were a lot of people who were doing most of the Eternatus on day 1, but then people were like, can we do something else? Like, there's something more that we want. Like, there's still the Pokemons, which we did, but it wasn't as much as fulfilling at day 2. And then day 2, once I left, there really wasn't any point for me to do certain things. Now, I was doing raids. I was doing Zacians and Macentas wherever I could. I did spend a bunch of remotes, unfortunately. So there is 1 hundo in the entirety of the event that I was able to get.
What could it be?
What could it be? Well, I'm showing on the screen right now, and it is finally a Hundo Zacian. Already level 50, already maxed out on moves, already everything that I can get to this little bastard here. I cried. It was like literally the end of the event, and I was doing whatever people were doing at this point, like just jumping in a couple of friendless Zacian raids, and I finally see the CP, and I was like, I'm crying for the first time in forever. Like, seriously, I just couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the CP. I was like, I can't believe I finally got the Hundo. It would have been amazing if I would have Shando, but still.
Perseverance paid off.
It did. Now, let me go ahead and reiterate how many raids have I done this for this damn Pokemon, okay? Do mine. I have gone to a live Go Fest in New Jersey, New York. I have played Go Fest Global the weekend after, or 2 weekends after, whatever the case may be. I have played Max Finale for this whole entire thing. My total count for Zacians at the end of the summer, it's 457 raids in total, just for me to get one measly damn hundo of this Pokemon. And I still got enough to power up 3 more.
Yeah, you need 3 more now.
Yeah, right. Oh my goodness. My head just hurts just thinking about it. My wallet hurts just thinking about it for sure. So I can definitely say that there was probably way more than this should have been done. At least to get me 1 hundo of this. And not even the shiny, not even the background, you know. I'm still waiting on Samacenta, unfortunately. I will have to reiterate looking into it. I did power up my level, or I'm sorry, not my level, but my 98 New Jersey City background. 15, yes. 15, 14.
Honestly, I think 98 is very respectable. But the Hundo grind's always there. Yeah,
so now my top list of Pokemons are like all over the place because I got 2 stations. One of them that was already level 50 because I just gave up. At some point I gave up. I was just like, let me just power something cool. But yeah, I finally got those, which is great. I mean, I just needed the 1 of each, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, at some point, a lot of people weren't doing Samacentas anymore. I was seeing more stations in the friends list.
I was saw like the opposite. I saw a lot of people doing Samacenta in the afternoon.
Yeah,
I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, so it was one of those, like, I got lucky at the end. I finally literally got something that I wanted for the first time in forever. This summer has been the most horrible summer when it comes to Hondos. I get at least the Hondos that I want, you know. But I mean, I'm happy. I got it. I finally did. Now let's really review Max Finale and how really it panned out for a lot of the players, for ourselves included. You know, for people who one could play all the event and pay for things, and then one who can barely pay for things and just play from home. So, what are my thoughts? Like, okay, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? Because I know I'm going to rant for at least a good 5 minutes.
I can go really quick because there was only like 3 things that I really wanted to like talk about. So,
gotcha.
Let me find my message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right here. I said, I enjoyed being able to get the Gigantamax Pokemon I missed out on, because, you know, there was a bunch, you know, the Charizard, the Blastoise, the Venusaur, and a few other ones that I missed out on, like Snorlax.
Mm-hmm.
The Eternatus candy that you need to max it out is just brutal.
Mm-hmm.
And I am really happy about the change from 40 to 100 for Gigantamax rates. I think that is very, very welcome. I don't think anyone should really have a problem with that, because yes, that'll make them a lot easier. But even if you're like struggling in person and stuff, you could maybe get some luck from somebody remoting in, or maybe there's a lot of people you're not noticing nearby. And I've personally had trouble with in-person groups, you know, maxing out at like 42, 43 people.
Right.
And then a few people get stuck out. So this should help out.
Also, I'm real quick, I'm joining the Dance Array. I don't know if you can see it in the front list.
Something going on?
I'm doing the Dance Array.
Oh, no, I can't remote right.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I wish I could, but I can't.
Yeah, I got you.
But I think if they made the Eternatus candy that you needed like half of what it is, I wouldn't feel as bad. But that much candy, that much more drastically like above every other Pokemon is wild. Since we're not even getting like the Gigantamax, like it's not something that a trainer can use, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I just find that very strange.
Yeah, it's incredible to say that Eternatus definitely has left his mark into what we know it's a good Pokemon. Like, don't get me wrong, Eternatus is probably one of the most powerful Pokemon in Pokemon GO currently, almost surpassing Mega Rayquaza in many different ways, in both DPS and TDO and all the different things. Now, not to say the Eternatus was a grind, because it was. what can I say? So I'll share the same possibility that when it comes down to increasing the amount of people that you can actually do Gigantamax was great, because we always had a lot of people miss out on a lot of the Pokemons out there just because they couldn't be in the same group as the main group, and then everybody jumped in at the same time and nobody waited for anybody. We had to split the group, or have people actually leave the first group so they can go to join the second group, so they can everybody take it together. So it was a nice little change of pace. We do appreciate that they saw that it's a possibility that we needed this much help. Now, Eternatus in itself wasn't that hard to take down, or at least in the whole max battle, Gigantamax battle of it. Just because of all the boosts and bonuses we had throughout the event, it was great that they gave us that kind of liability that allows us to take it down with less people, but it was still pretty cool to see a lobby of almost 100 people in total take out Eternatus in less than a minute and things like that. If you had less people, of course, you definitely wanted at least a minimum of 20. You could do it with 14 with good counters, and I think that should have been fine if that was the case. Now, what to say about the entirety of just getting candy and extra large candies from the battle? Honestly, I'm kind of surprised there wasn't more to that. I understand. Also, this is not shiny. I understand that it wants to be a grind, but it just didn't feel rewarding to do them every single time. Like, I wanted to do Eternatus 2 for a while, and then all of a sudden I was like, can I just do another, can we just do some raids? Maybe go do some other Gigantamaxes out there that responds through the day itself. And that would have been actually a lot more fun in some ways. Just because that's how rotating the Pokemons and things. Now, you didn't really see the problem that we had in person. On the hour, every hour, we had a specific Gigantamax Pokemon spawning. However,
I heard about this, yeah.
Because Eternatus is the main feature Pokemon, we had Eternatus through most of the first half an hour, and the second half an hour, sometimes we had a mixed. We still had a little bit of here and there of those, but even though we had that specific hour, let's say we had Lapras hour, the first hour of the day on day one, I still saw other Pokemons like Venusaur and Charizard actually spawning through this specific hour. I'm just like, are we supposed to have them right now? It's like, I don't understand this. The whole rotation was actually kind of weird, because every time it rotated into the new half an hour, first it will spawn like the smaller Pokemons, and then it will appear all the bigger Pokemons later. I'm like, so you couldn't just program it to spawn something? Well, we thought that maybe we had something different. At the same time, during that programming, we still had Dynamax Pokemon spawning. They were supposed to be less throughout the weekend, but it still was appearing more often when we wanted to do Eternatus or other Gigantamax Pokemons at the time. So
yeah, by me, I definitely saw a lot of interesting rotations, because I'm surrounded by a lot of businesses, so I have a lot of the power spots.
Right.
And I know exactly what you're talking about. Where 60% of them at least were the Gigantamax Eternatus. 30% of them were Gigantamax Pokemon. 10% being, I'd say maybe half of those were the event Gigantamax.
The Dynamax. And even legendaries were spawning, like Entei, Latios, Moltres, all those Pokemons were spawning. So,
and then the last little bit was Dynamax.
Yeah.
Which, I could argue for and against it, where, what if I'm only able to play for 1 hour and all I'm hunting for is Gigantamax Charizard? If I wasn't hunting during the hour that it was boosted on, that would be very disheartening to find out, oh yeah, it's not spawning.
Yeah.
But I know it's very annoying that you're hunting specific Gigantamax and they're just not there. But it does give it a little bit of rarity from the fact that they already had that event going on before.
Yeah.
Like Charizard before was brutal. Right?
Yeah, I would not mind if they just help us throughout the hour. Half an hour through the hour just do Eternatus, and then the other one be the Dynamax of the hour. So that way at least we didn't have too many problems knowing where to go and what to do. Even though we were beating down Eternatus quicker than usual, we could actually do a few more things. However, the way that our group is circulated plus about 20 cards, it wasn't really that efficient for us to be able to go from one place to the other to be able to take everything down, because some people will get stuck somewhere behind light and they just couldn't get there.
Yes.
You know? So, and that's one of the biggest problems we had the entire weekend. Even though we had that many people to take down things, it was the problem that not everybody could get to that point if necessary. Now, what about let's point out the particle production. Now, they did let us collect 3,200 particles throughout the day, each day. You had the Gold Pass Deluxe or the Gold Pass Regular give you, I want to say, a maximum of maybe 10,000 particles, which was actually great. So you could do a lot of actual Gigantamax. But the problem, especially when it comes down to day 2, is that once you collect everything and did everything, you started having to spend more money on just particles alone. There was a box in the shop that gave you like 8,000 particles, I believe. Mm-hmm. But I completely forgot about that. I was just buying like individual particles every time I had to go through things.
My buddy that like just hit level 50, he started the event like after like getting everything that he could get from the pass, because he didn't really get to play the first day. Mm-hmm. He had 14,000 particles.
Yeah, it was a nice collection. And if you did check-ins and things like that, and you save a few of the particles before the event, you had quite a bit of particles to spend throughout the day. But that's the thing, like after day 1, I didn't have, like, I was able to do maybe 3, maybe 4 more particles thanks to the check-in. And then that's it. That's all I had. I had to spend money afterwards. Like, it just didn't make sense that if we're going to be doing something that entitles to do more max battles, why not have the collection particle uncapped? Especially since you're going to be getting a lot. You're already spending a lot on Gold Pass Deluxe and all the things. Why just not unlock that? I mean, I understand to the point of the same as being a raid. If it's a raid, then you once you run out of raid passes, you got to buy more raid passes anyways. I don't know. I just didn't. It didn't feel correct, especially for the people who were remoting, because you had to both use the particles and a remote raid pass. So that was definitely not something that a lot of people were happy about doing, because they were basically spending double of what the usual amount is. So I don't know. The grind was interesting. And a lot of people were saying, and I think a lot of people on the voices out there, maybe the 1%, the 10%, whatever the case may be, they were saying it's like, this is the horrible event. There's nothing going on. Why grind this Pokemon if you can't get anything good out of it? Why grind it on a Pokemon that I have a 10-10-10 of? You know, all these things. You know, like that's basically the Twitterverse at this point. Which was fine until the announcement of this morning, but that's of course what, you know, a lot of things that we're going to talk about.
I will say it was hilarious rating it and then seeing the oops, it ran away.
I know, right?
Like oops, it escaped.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, what? How do
I feel like Eternatus, it's just like a more end game kind of like Pokemon. Like you can do as much as you want to. Maybe get a better rewards at some point. Maybe actually give us like I think Fliskin was the first one to point this out, and I like the idea is that what about just giving us a Dynamax of a Pokemon that was spawning through the hour instead of just waiting for Eternatus to come out, you know? Wouldn't that be a little bit more rewarding than having to wait for Eternatus to just never appear? But that's you know, that's some concepts and things like that. This is my final thoughts when it comes down to Eternatus. I believe that Eternatus doesn't have to be a day 1, I need to max it out kind of Pokemon deal. I mean, if you want to spend the money, that's fine. That's your money, and nobody's going to say no to that. If you want to really grind to maximum amounts of extra large candies and things like that, which they were pretty generous to give us a lot of them, not just enough to get to that point. I think that Eternatus maxing out, it's a long-term investment rather than a day 1, I need this right now kind of deal. So at that point, I kind of realized there's really no point of doing that many more Eternatus and just wait for the rotation, for another rotation of it to come back where people are gonna also be happy to do them if it means that just getting a little more extra candies each time it comes back. We know everything comes back eventually in this game. There's no doubt about it. Rotation of the Pokemons will eventually come back. Maybe not the same way that we think so, not the same way of a finale or something like that, or a big event like there was this weekend. But it's gonna come back. And eventually, more likely, we'll probably get more of them in the near future. Maybe not too soon right now because it just came out, but there's still a shiny to come out, and there's definitely a categorizing a little bit more like Soul Gallery and Lunana until it comes out eventually, So
yeah, they got to keep that rarity factor for sure.
Right, and to be told, it's like the casual is just gonna do it whenever it comes out. The hardcore grinder is definitely gonna try to get it out of the way before they get the next Hondo or the next Shundo. And the people who like us, who play because we love the game, we're gonna play when we need to. So it doesn't really matter if we need to power up right now or get it for a later time in the future. I think that's the best way to go about it. Before we get into like, okay, yeah, this was a horrible event where, you spend a lot of money and things like that. A lot of people are just saying it's a money cash grab and things like that. You can play however you want to. Nobody's stopping you. And Niantic and Xopli are definitely not telling you to spend all their money on their game. But if you really are complaining about not getting a Pokemon to level 50, just because you can't get it to that point right now, and it feels like a more grindier session for the future, that's your problem, brothers. So, I mean, I'm probably gonna get a lot of it out of like hate in the online and things like that. They're gonna tell me it's like, oh, you're just loot booking and everything. I'm not saying that it was the best event in the world either. I could have been a lot better if there was something more to do aside from just the simple raids and max battles. But I made my peace with it. So I'll eventually get the candy for it. I'll eventually put up the amount of extra large candies that it shows. So who knows? Maybe in the next future I'll see a level 50 in my account. Maybe a level 80, but All right. I think that's good on that. And we have a bit of news. Very exciting news, actually. That it might appear. You want to go over the little teaser first? I'll show it to the monitor here.
Of the next thing in news?
Of the next season. So today's first ever... Well, actually, let me make sure that people are hearing this. Okay.
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. I think I saw... Yeah. Super excited. You listening to that music?
Yeah.
Banging music?
Yeah. All right, so let's digest this teaser. And I'm sure we'll have news by tomorrow because today was a bigger news announcement than this one. So we have the very first thing that appears, a shadow silhouette of Metagross. And then, if we see it here, we got Mega. There's a Metagross in our horizon. How long has it been since we've been requesting this Pokemon to come out into Pokemon GO?
Brother, it's had the Dynamax forever. And now that we have the Mega, I think this thing is going to be all over the place in raids, in Dynamax battles, and everything.
Well, you can Mega and Dynamax one thing, so.
What?
You can have Mega and Dynamax in the same thing.
Oh yeah, no, not at the same time. But being able to, have it take up one Pokemon spot instead of having two separate Metagross, I think is going to make a lot of people happy.
Definitely, but
I'm still going to have both. But
I have a Shundo ready for this. I'm ready for this. I just want the energy. That's all I need. But Mega Metagross is coming to Pokemon GO in the near future. Basically this season, the next 3 months. Then we go over to the next little silhouette that they show us, and there's a cute little Eevee. Hi, how you doing? Okay, why are you big now?
I told you we needed more glitter.
So, looks like Gigantamax Eevee is gonna come into Pokemon GO. I don't know why that's the biggest spotlight of it. I mean, I don't know how strong Eevee is gonna be compared to everything we already have in the game.
Do I think it's going to be strong? No. Do I think it's going to be like a Gigantamax that is going to be very accessible and like fairly easy for people to do? Yes.
Yeah, it's probably got to be like a quickest knockout, even knockout than Butterfree at this point. But anyways, and Butterfree is an evolution, so. All right, and then the last little quick silhouette here, we do see a mythical Pokemon, really. I was not expecting this, just because we're closer to Legend CA at this point, but Keldeo. Keldeo appears in a regular form and his Resolute form, his final form. Now, will this be, of course, just the form change announcement, or are we also going to have his shiny for the first time? Let me remind me. Did we have shiny Keldeo in Pokemon Proper yet? Chris?
Shiny Keldeo?
Yeah. Let me check my home just in case, my Pokemon home account real quick. I don't think we have gotten shiny Keldeo yet. Chris is like,
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing anything about shiny Keldeo in main series games or anything. But usually my home has everything, so I'll see if I can check if there's anything there. Let me actually just go to real quick here, just because.
I know there was like one shiny. I think it was it shiny Diancie?
Yeah. Diancie was released into main series games before we got into Pokemon GO.
Yeah, I think that's the only one that I haven't gotten yet for this shiny.
Okay, yes, shiny Keldeo has been technically released into main series games. It was the same component as Myoletta and other Pokemons that were released for the first time. Yeah, so you can get a gift of shiny Keldeo so long as you complete the Galar Pokedex in Pokemon Sword and Shield as a gift, Mr. Gift into Pokemon GO, or into Pokemon Home, sorry. So yeah, so shiny Keldeo technically has already been released, so that means that it's a possibility that we'll get it into Pokemon GO too, just like Myoletta did at some point in the last year or so. So not too bad when it comes down to it. But yeah, so this little teaser is for the next season. Tales of Transformation is the title of the next season, starting on September 2nd to December 2nd. So 3 months of play. Actually, is it 3 months or 4 months? Wait, September, October, November, December. Yeah, no, it's 3 months. I feel like I always oh no, that's right, because at the beginning of the month of December, then that's when it's gonna end, and then we're gonna see like the brand new season for the rest of the next season. So it makes sense. But are you excited, Chris?
Oh yeah. I think there's a lot of fun Pokemon in there, and yeah, I know there's a bunch of like secrets they're hiding in there.
Oh yeah. So this was just a teaser, of course. Most likely the information will come out later this week, because we are literally less than a week away for the season to start. By the time you hear the next podcast, or we go podcast again, you're most likely we're gonna talk about the next season anyway. So it is how it is. All right, Chris. Is it time to talk about the most important news in Pokemon history right now?
Yeah. Well, the most important. I don't know about that.
Bro, it's been 5 years since the last change. Prepare for Pokemon GO's new and rewarding leveling journey. And this was announced as of this morning. Level 80 is coming to Pokemon GO. Now, if you thought level 60 was a thing, nah, brothers and sisters. Nah.
We thought for the longest time, they're bringing 60 any day now. They're like, we got 60. Okay, that's cool. And some more.
It's like, you wanted 60? Well, you get 80.
Stop asking.
Now somebody answered it. I think Kev actually posted it's like level 100 to win. 100? When do we get 100? All right, so let's read through this blog post real quick, and then digest the information here real. Trainers, Pokemon GO's level up journey is being rebalanced to add more to the experience. On Wednesday, October 15, so this is about a month and a half away, Pokemon GO will release an update that increases the level cap from 50 to 80. This update will make the leveling journey more fun and engaging by celebrating leveling milestones with new rewards, new cosmetics, and more. And with this update, a number of players can expect to jump in levels based on their total earned experience. But don't worry, no player will go down in level. We're excited to share the initial details on this coming changes for October 15 and announce a special limited time update with experience bonuses and time research. Will you be ready to take on this new challenge? Let's go! That reminds me, we took like less than 2 weeks to get to level 44 before we got our journey to level 50, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. All right, well, let's read through most of this before we get a really full thought. So, a more engaging and rewarding journey. Starting on October 15, all Pokemon GO players will embark on a new and more rewarding leveling journey. To help our community prepare for this updated level progression, we want to share an overview of the coming changes. Additional details will be shared in October. So, this is just basically the tip of the iceberg before we actually really get to the most detailing part of the level up mechanic.
Yeah, they're giving us a huge heads up, aren't they?
Yes. So the level cap will increase from 50 to 80. The overall leveling curve from 1 to 80 will be rebalanced, and players can earn levels more frequently. So a lot of people are actually like, I want to actually start there because a lot of people were reading this and like, oh, they're gonna make it even harder to get to level 50 or to level 80 and things like that. No. This is actually what they're saying is that the work of leveling up will definitely be overall better. Because if we go by the current system of leveling up, it will take us into like the billions just to get to level 80 if we go by the current time period. So Pokemon GO, Scopely or Niantic, whoever is really managing this game, knows that that's almost impossible for the casual. So they're reworking it to help us out, not just the grinder, but the actual like player who just plays this game as we go about it. So, next bullet point here. Tasks for level up research for level 41 and 50 will be fully removed. So, it's kind of bittersweet because we all got to level 50 to this point because a lot of different reasons.
Back in my day,
I had to do 7 to 9 EV evolutions to get to my next level.
I had to fight rocket grunts for 5 days.
I had to lucky trade 50 Pokemons and lucky them. So, if you're getting closer to level 50, if you do want to, there's actually some cool rewards that we'll talk about this in a moment, but you don't have to do them until that rework happens.
Yeah. I'm almost weary to use a lucky egg still.
Yeah.
Because if I feel like if I use all my passes or something and then they give me a quest like do 100 raids.
Yeah, well, the next bullet point says new level up research tasks will be added from level 71 to 80. So even though we don't have them for 41 to 50, we'll still have a few of them to do for the last 10 levels of the level ups, which is incredible. Will they be the same? We'll soon find out in the next month and a half. It says players at level 70 and higher have an increased chance of becoming lucky friends with other players. That's a big one. That's a huge one. I can tell you that much, that a lot of people are probably happy about this one. Now, how much higher would be? It's like, I don't know, maybe it's like a lucky charm kind of deal. Like they have the amount of odds that you get one. It wouldn't be a bad idea, right?
It's interesting. It makes you wonder, is it that you're more likely to get lucky with other people or other people are more likely to get lucky with you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of concepts. Like, let's say,
They both got to be 70 and up.
Well, if you think about it, if you are 70, then you're the one that actually triggering the lucky more than the people who's not level 70 or up. So it kind of makes sense. Just needs to know how it really gonna work at that point. Because in the end of the day, if your friend is the one doing the interaction, wouldn't that still count as you getting the interaction with them? And I don't know. So we'll figure it out when we get there, I guess.
That's true.
And the next one, new rewards will be added to level up progressions, like increased storage capacity for Pokemon, items, and gifts. This includes a new item starting at level 25. So this is the first time they're giving us upgrades to storage capacity and other things since this game released that tied into the level up.
It's welcome.
Very welcoming. How much more? That is good to know, because I hope that it's not just a little bit measly, like, oh, I'm just going to give you another 50.
Hey, I'll take anything.
I know,
I'll
right?
I'll take it off.
Yeah. It's like, mind you, how many more space do you have in your storage right now?
Right now, it's like 25, like free spots. The Darkest Days event was very brutal. I just have a bunch of Dynamax Pokemon that I just don't have the heart to get rid of.
Right, there you go. Based on previously earned experience, some players may automatically jump in level on October 15. Those players will receive rewards associated with reaching those levels at that time. Details about which players will jump in level and by how many levels will be shared at a later date.
Our item space is going to be screwed.
Basically. I'm like, why do I have 10,000 berries?
Yeah, I got to take a screenshot. I listened to some video of the item bag after that.
I know, right? No players will go down in levels, but the amount of experience needed to reach the next level may change depending on the current level. Stay tuned for more details. So we will share more when we get closer to October 15th, so be fully prepared for the excitement ahead. So we have about a month and a half before we really get into the nitty-gritty of the level up mechanic this time around. They're giving us a lot of heads up of what may happen if we do get to the point of level 80. I'm excited that it's being reworked in a way that doesn't feel like it's going to be like the biggest grind in the entirety of history. Like if you thought Eternatus was a bad thing, this would have been a horrendous thing if they kept it in the same system. So
I was very nervous when I saw that it got announced that it was going to be like, oh yeah, you need 1 billion XP now to be the max level. Yeah. Get out your wallet.
Basically. Mostly because I'd be like, okay, so I just got to, spend all my money on Lucky X from the rest of my life until level 80 happens.
Dude, I was kicking myself for not doing a Lucky Egg on the all the raids.
I know, right? Yeah, I know that.
A few days ago.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I haven't needed to use a Lucky Egg in like a year. Like,
what's your current XP total count right now?
I literally checked it today. I thought it was funny because I know there's been some speculation on the XP needed.
Yeah,
I have 267 million and a half.
That's
right
nice.
Now.
That's good. That's decently good.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for level 80, but we'll see.
Hey, you never know. I mean, if the requirements are a lot less than we thought it would be, maybe you're closer than you may think. And it's just a matter of actually getting to that point at this point. But that's what the true grind of this game is, and that's what we really want to at this point. It's like we want something to strive for that is not just raid this, raid that, and then just lucky things up. I have a total of 415 million right now. Which is because, I play a lot. So, it's like most of this is just because I've been doing a lot of raids, doing this, Go Plus, all that stuff. So it's not impossible. It's just been daunting since I left with it, since I got to level 50. And I do remember telling my friends that I got level 50 in 2022. I think it was May of 2022. So it was actually pretty nice for at least a good 3 years since I got to level 50. So it was nice. Anyways, what will your legacy be? So just as before, we do have a moment of, a moment of peace against our soon to be retired level 50 which is our true grind back then. If you're not level 40, you're not even you're just at the starting level. You're at the tutorial level.
If you're not first, you're last.
More than anything, if you're not 40, you're still in the tutorial level, y'all. So, pun intended. Anyways, so by Tuesday, October 14, right before it hits the, October 15 at 11:59 p.m. local time, all players will receive a special medal commemorating their highest achieved level 1 to 50. Also, trainers who have reached level 50 can show off their level 50 jacket and an all-new avatar pose highlighting this achievement. So they do have a little bit of nitpicks of what you can encounter if you still are trying to get to level 50, of course. Level 44, 41, you get the glasses. 43, you get a pose. 45, you get the hat. 47, you get a pose. 49, you get the boots. And then at 50, you get the jacket, which is, of course, the cool jacket. I do have one over there that's like blue and everything. But now you're also gonna get a brand new avatar pose holding like a little lightsaber candle light that will show that you were level 50 at one point.
Ooh.
It's just pretty nice. And there is one more. Actually, there's two new medals that you're gonna receive. Now, of course, we do have in our accounts currently the level 40 medal, which was the legacy one for level 40 was the first level up to grind. But now we'll get the special commemorative medal for level 50, and then the 2025 level 40 medal, special commemoration medal. Looks pretty cool, especially because if your account has that means that you are a true grinder, and you got it to that point. The avatar items earned by reaching level 40 through 50 before the update won't be available for leveling up after October 15. So basically, if you wanted the jacket now, you got to get to level 50 before the rework happens. Trainers will no longer be available to earn that level 50 jacket. You'll keep any items, poses, or other level up rewards you already earned, including the level 50 jacket if you reach those levels. So yes, there are some things that are completely gotta be obsolete at the end of this. Which is a little crazy that they're not letting it kept for it. But if you think about it, if they're gonna remove that requirements from 41 to 50, and then just like plaster it through back to just level ups, there's no point of really grinding for items at that point. Would you want to? Yes. Is it gonna be easy to get to level 50 right now before October 15? It depends on the level. So I don't know if you can get that much experience before that actually happens.
If you're really grinding, maybe. But see what you can do.
Yeah.
See what you can do if you really want it.
Yeah. Anybody who has been level 50, congrats, of course. But it is how it is.
Yeah.
Now,
even if you're not at the highest level, at least we're all gonna have something to remember. The Pokemon GO before Scope lead by.
Yes.
But it looks like they got some interesting stuff going forward.
Yeah. So prepare for the coming change with the XP Celebration event. Starting today on August 25th at 1 p.m. PDT until October 14 before midnight strikes, all trainers will get the following bonuses. These bonuses will stack with other event bonuses too.
Oh.
So 2 times catch experience from nice, great, and excellent throws. 3,000 plus 3,000 experience from winning raid battles, and 3,000 plus experience for winning max battles. And this is currently active as of today right now. So you are getting quite a bit of help right now.
Did you read the thing under it?
Additionally, time research will be available to all trainers who are level 5 and above. This research will give trainers the chance to earn over 7 million experience. That's a lot.
Dude, I want to imagine somebody like level, what'd they say, 5?
Yeah.
Somebody level 5 getting that and then just getting boosted up. I don't even know how many levels that is, but that's just hilarious.
Yeah, if you look at your time research right now, there's actually a bunch of things that you can do. I'm still on page 1, but you have 50 days and 2 hours of the recording of this podcast to complete every page in the time research, which I'll be doing, but I kind of want to do a lucky egg now on every single one of this. So I got to be careful when to use them or when to claim them, really. I do have other things to claim, but I'll claim that a little bit later.
7 million?
Yeah, so finally, a level 47 level up research test will be adjusted. Instead of requiring you to explore 25 kilometers in a week, in 8 weeks straight or 8 weeks time, you only need to do 2. So remember, we did get a level 47. You do have that task that says earn 25 kilometers with Adventure Sync for 8 weeks straight. And everybody was time gated at that point. Instead of 8 weeks, you only get 2. So you'll actually be adjusted pretty well if you are already in that level. Or you get to that level. And you only need 2 weeks to get this done, which is not a bad thing, really. This is the perfect opportunity to reach those nearby leveling milestones as you prepare for the upcoming update. And there is a Ultra Box in the web store for $10 or equivalent to your local currency. This includes 15 lucky eggs, 1 super incubator, 5 incense, and 2 lore modules to help you reach new levels. It's only available for 3 per player, so that means you can only buy it 3 times.
15 lucky eggs.
That's quite a bit. Actually, if you buy at least $30 worth of this, you get, 45 lucky eggs? That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely not bad. Bring back boosted XP. Interesting.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on when it comes out to this. Definitely something that a lot of people were hoping for. Was I expecting this news to happen like right here, right now? Or today? Not really. But I was expecting something going on, which was great. And I'm glad. I mean, this actually strives to try to get to level 80 before the 10-year anniversary. Maybe we'll get closer and closer once we get the level up requirements up and running. Which is going to be a fun little grind before then. Of course, you know, people like Fleeskin, Brandon 10, and all those people are just going to be like, oh, I'm already level 71. Or I'm level 70.
Yeah, they're probably going to race.
yeah, I can't wait for that to happen. Yeah,
like there's probably going to be a video about that.
Yeah, because at this point, whoever it's already at a maximum amount of experience. There's really the only thing that you have to do is just get through the requirements from 71 to 80 anyway. So we're gonna hear more for sure. If you are wanting to grind as much as possible, be very ready. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Be very ready to really catch those Pokemon, do those raids, do those max battles, do the time research, really. Because 7 million experience is a great addition to your post. Now, do remember, this bonus is stacked with every other bonuses throughout the month. Whatever happens, let's say, throughout the month of September and before October 15, let's say Community Day has, triple experience. That combined with the excellent cash, nice grading, excellent, you're going to boost up your experience like no other at that point. So, and actually Community Day is happening this weekend too. What is the event? What is the bonus for this one? Let me check real quick. What is Rookie D? Rookie D. Did I miss it? Is that Questly? Why is Questly there? Let's see. Rookie D. I can't find Rookie D's Community Day. Where is it?
It doesn't exist. It
doesn't exist.
Oh my gosh, what day was it?
When did they announce it, right? It's like, when did they announce Rookie D Community Day? Oh my goodness. That's EV Classic. That's that. Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be on August 30th.
Well, yes, but what are the bonuses for the event?
Oh, the bonuses. 1/4 egg hatch distance when eggs are placed in the incubator. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. And nothing XP related. Okay,
let's go to Flaveve's Community Day then, which is September's Community Day. We have egg hatch distance too. Oh my goodness. Really? We had 2 double X-Hatch Distant community days back to back. Huh. That's an interesting one. Are we sure the rookie was that?
I swear, I'm on the page right now. Saturday, August 30th.
Yeah, which is this Saturday coming up. Yeah, I mean, I know that you're not lying, but oh my goodness, yeah, that's right.
Are we sure? Get at it.
But that means that 2 of the biggest events that will allow you to do a lot of experience grind, it's only 1/4 catch distance instead of like 3 times experience for this kind of thing. They planned that. They planned that from the very beginning. They knew this was going to be a big thing. Scopely, I liked you, but I don't like you a lot, So you could have just given us experience for those days, and a lot of people would have been happy about that. Even one of them would have been fine to get experience from. Yeah. All right. Well, I thought that there was going to be more. Of course, the entire month of September the whole entire season of the transformation, the life, whatever it is, will be a lot of raids to be going about, so we're gonna have at least that boost throughout the entire month. I don't know. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on here. Exciting? Not exciting? How excited are you, Chris?
For the community days, I think they're gonna be exciting.
Nah.
For the events coming up, I think they're gonna be exciting. I just think there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, I did an excellent at Chikorita right now. Hopefully I catch it so you guys can see the experience that we have right now. Let's see. Ooh, 2,340.
1 million.
For the catch Pokemon experience. 2,000 experience for an excellent throw. 40 for the Corvo throw. And the first throw, it's 100 more experience. It was 50 before. So basically double at this point, which is crazy. That is crazy. So start practicing those throws here. All right, I talked enough. How about you talk about the next one? Just because it is, something new.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for those. Relax with Pokemon Go during the Pokemon Concierge. Concierge. I always struggle with that.
Yeah.
Celebration event. And if it's based on the anime, yeah. Then I'm very excited. It takes place at the Pokemon Resort on a tropical island. The Pokemon Concierge on a tropical island, following new Concierge Haru as she grows through interactions with Pokemon guests. I guess there's going to be new episodes on September 4th. Very cool.
Season 2
on Netflix. Yep. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I thought it was super cute. Love it. So let's look at the event. Tuesday, September 9th at 10 a.m. to Sunday, September 14th at 8 p.m. local time. There's going to be the Pokemon debut of Psyduck with a swim ring. It's going to have a nice little floaty around it. I think it's super cute. I love Psyduck. Wild encounters. Trainers may encounter Psyduck with a swim ring, Celio, and more in the wild. And if you're lucky, you might encounter Shinx. It looks like they got a new person doing the formatting on that part. Event bonuses. 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. Your buddy Pokemon will bring you items more often. There's an increased chance to encounter shiny Psyduck with a swim ring. I'm happy to see that. And Psyduck caught with a swim ring, caught from a wild encounter, may have a event-themed special background if you're lucky. So only from the wild encounter. I wonder if that still counts if it's in other things. Maybe not. Surprise encounter. Smile. You may have a surprise encounter with a Pokemon or other characters seen, which are going to be Pokemon, in Pokemon Concierge when you take a snapshot during the event. So I'm definitely going to be crossing my fingers for as many of those Psyducks as possible. There's going to be some special raids going on. 1-star raids will be Pikachu, Magikarp, Shinx. 3-star raids are going to be Arcanine, Dragonite, and Luxray. Only the 1-star raids can be shiny, which is funny because I know at least Dragonite could be shiny for a short time when it was in the costume. Field research. Complete field research tasks to earn encounters with event-themed Pokemon. They don't tell us any of them, but keep your eyes peeled. Timed research. Timed research is going to be focusing on catching Pokemon and taking snapshots of wild Pokemon throughout the event. Complete tasks to earn Stardust, encounters with event-themed Pokemon, and more. And you're going to want to do that as soon as you can. Don't hold it off. There's going to be a paid timed research available for $4.99 US dollars, or the equivalent of your local currency. It's going to include 5,000 Stardust, an event-themed avatar pose, encounters with Psyduck in a swim ring, and more. And the pose is like stretching, but like the side to side, like stretch your spine kind of.
Yeah, the if you watch the actual, like, I would recommend you actually watching this on Netflix, because it's a really cute animation.
Love it.
With the main character does the little pose every morning, so it's actually kind of cute.
I think it couldn't. It's one of the more unique Pokemon medias for sure. Especially like that stop motion.
Yeah.
Animation it's got going on. Very big fan.
Beautiful.
There's going to be a new event, a new avatar item, and it looks super cool. Basically, a Hawaiian shirt, Pokemon Concierge Haru's Aloha shirt, and it looks very cool. It's got Blossom, Oddish. I don't see Gloom.
No, you don't. It's just Blossom and Oddish so far.
But it's okay. Yeah, it looks super cute. And there's also going to be stickers. Oh my gosh, these look crazy.
These are actually the most realistic stickers in the world. The Pokemon Go, probably.
I got a flashback to the realistic looking Wigglytuff in like the Pokemon. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. In the
Pokemon TCG Pocket. It's like,
dude, I hate that thing. But yeah, if you spin Pokestops and open gifts during this event, you might get stickers featuring the Pokemon in the Pokemon Concierge. And I see Celio, Eevee with a little bow,
that's so
Shinx, and Psyduck, and they all have that little claymation look to it.
Yeah,
and they're super unique.
It's
so
beautiful.
If you're a sticker collector like us, like get them.
Yeah.
And if you go in the Pokemon Go web store, they like to throw in a little something extra if you buy it on the web store. So if you buy that $5 ticket that we talked about before, you'll also get 10 Ultra Balls. So if you're going to get the ticket, you might as well do it just for those Ultra Balls. But yeah, it looks like a fun event.
Yeah.
Even if it's a small event, it's a fun event.
It is quite a cutesy event to celebrate the concierge animation that they have in Netflix. I really like it. I'm waiting for those episodes to come out, because every single episode was nice and cute and everything. So I'm glad that Pokemon Go is doing quite a bit of its own collaboration with it that allows it to grind the game and then watch the episodes when you see them. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, not a bad event. Not really much going around when it comes down to a little wild spawns, but of course the Psyduck with the swing ring, definitely want a shiny of that. So just to say that I have it, but but yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes down to the news section, y'all. I know we went a little bit ranting long, so I think we're gonna definitely skip PvP section this week, because we're already going a little more over. I wanted to bring out, of course, the season ending and everything like that, but we got one more week. We might as well wait until then, and then Chris and I will go over the season updates for GBB Battle at some point next week. So, but yeah, anything else you got to add, Chris, before we end the night?
No. I think we covered everything very, very well, and I hope everyone else is as excited for what's coming up.
It's gonna be a crazy next month, knowing that it is coming up pretty soon. And actually, I forgot to tell you that both the level up for us in Pokemon Go, it's basically the day before Legend CA comes out.
Oh my gosh.
So my life is gonna be both Legend CAs and Pokemon Go for the rest of that weekend, and I have
I'm
the days
gonna
off.
need to take some days off.
I already did ask for them, dude. I actually got lucky because I kind of wanted. So I want to go for Legend CA's midnight release. Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing at that point I gotta buy it from GameStop, so that's gonna be my place to pre-order the game. And then, of course, because of that, I have the full day on the 15th to really play the level up mechanic, and then be ready for some time of a podcast that weekend anyway. So crazy. Anyways, with that being said, thank you so much for listening, everybody. We really do appreciate it. Make sure I follow our socials for anything or feeds if you want to, of course, helps us out. We're in Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're in Pickaxe now, so make sure you check us out there if you can. Follow our socials. Myself at Purified Go, Chris at PKMM Trigger, please, with the C at the end, and Purified Podcast for anything Pokemon Go related, which is crazy. Although I kind of post on my account more than the Purified Podcast, but that's just it. Email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. You can join our regular Discord, but you can also join the Patreon exclusive Discord if you pay the $1 a month. It helps a lot anyways. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Chris, take us away for the night, and hopefully you can sleep.
All right. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. It has been a lot of wonderful news. I hope you guys are getting ready to level up and all the other goodies that we're going to have. But yeah, be very, very careful with what you do in the game. But I think it's going to be a lot to look forward to, and we'll catch you guys next week with even more news. So stay hydrated, and we'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Keep purifying them, everybody. Have just a wonderful night. Sleep tight, hopefully. And yeah, see you next time.